Climb Tribe, I want to have a conversation with you, girl to girl, about what happens and a very specific moment in my life when a man told me that I never make it. And it's hard, even like, what was it, 10 years later? It's hard for me to talk about. I still get angsty, I still get emotional, and it's something that I still feel like he holds power over me, which, that drives me crazy. But I feel moved to talk about it today. This is what happened. This is the moment. Okay, this is it. 10 years ago, I am, 26, 27. I am working for an online retailer. I am a lead, so I supervise 14 other people. I was a photo editor. We made Photoshop magic happen before it was easy. But I had this small team, and then I had a boss, and the boss had a boss, right? It was my first, big girl corporate job. I was living in Seattle at the time. It was time where I was going to quit my job. I was going to move back home to Montana. I had met my then boyfriend and now husband, and I was changing my life. I was completely uprooting my life. My dream was to have my own photography business, and I had been side hustling this business for a long time, even at that point. So I would work on my business in the morning before I went to work, and then I would work 8 hours at this corporate job, and then after I got back I would work on this business. So it was really something that I wanted to do for a long time, and it was time, right? In more ways than one. I mean, in my life I was making a change, and it was that like rip off the band-aid moment that I needed to jump off the diving board, the high dive, and just go right in. So I gave my notice. I said I quit. It was in writing, all this jazz. My boss's boss, Robert, yeah, his actual name, Robert, he called me over to his desk, and I had no idea what it was about. I wasn't super worried about it. He sat me down and he said, "You're never going to make it." Wow. That, like, and then he laid out these reasons as to why, right? He was like, Montana, you're never going to make a career out of being a Montana wedding photographer. You're never going to make it. Climb Tribe. Wow. It stuck with me. And it's hard to articulate the reasons why. I think it was because I was doubting myself in the first place, right? This is a very scary move. I had never done anything like this before. The level of uncertainty and anxiety and doubt that I was already feeling within myself was it's pretty high. I believe I can do it. I am diligent and ambitious and disciplined and maybe a little talented. I mean, right, like I had all the things I needed to make this business happen. However, like that's a big jump off the high dive, okay? That's a big little plop at the bottom, and you don't know how deep that pool is, right? Like you don't know that journey from top of the high dive to the water. It stuck with me because it was just this blatant reminder that maybe I can't do it. And I have someone of authority who honestly I looked up to telling me I can't do it, that I'm never going to make it. And I mean, it hit me. What I wanted to say, like, mid 30s me talking to mid 20s me, I really wish I would have said, I have two words for you, dog. Fuck off. I don't need a man mansplaining to me, and I didn't ask for your advice. and fuck off. Like, you are in no position to tell me what I can and can't do. In the moment, what I actually said was absolutely nothing. I froze. I 100%, I froze, and I made a joke. I was like, well, hope you're wrong. And I walked away. I didn't say any of the things that I wanted to, which was, I am a strong, independent woman. I do not need you or anyone telling me what I can and can't do. And what you just said is really hurtful. Like, coming from a place where this dream that I'm chasing is everything I've ever wanted, you are in no position to tell me that I can't do it. And honestly, like, I wondered about his motives, right? It's like, what do you think is going to happen by you telling me this isn't going to happen? Do you hope that I'm like, oh my God, Robert, you're right, I rescind my resignation, and I'm just going to stay there? Do you think that I should be putting my ambitions and dreams and hopes on hold because of some corporate job that, like, what? I don't know. So I think that was the moment. Think about that moment, and I didn't clap back. But trust me, I've written the comeback in my head every year since. And I think to the people who get it the most, they doubt you the loudest. Because honestly, like, I wonder if he ever had someone tell him that he couldn't do it. Right? Like, I think it hits so differently when the hate or the doubt comes from a superior, someone in the same industry, or someone that you once respected. Like, he was my boss. I grew up in a military family, so the idea of hierarchy and knowing who the boss is and having a level of deference for that person was very strong. You know, right or wrong, right? Like, right or wrong, I don't know. But, like, I gave respect to superiors. And I gave respect for people who were in the same industry and killing it, right? I automatically give a lot of respect to those people. I think especially as like a young adult, I gave the wrong amount of respect to him and the wrong amount of like, oh, he knows what he's doing and all these. He was a nobody, honestly, right? He was just some white dude that thought he knew me and thought he knew better than me, and I gave him the respect of that. And for what? Why am I giving this man respect when he doesn't even know me? I guess what I really want here is I want this shit to stop. I want for white men or men at all to stop telling women that they can't do things. I've heard this, like, this kind of version from many of my friends, and I'm just like, what? Like, I think we could all stand together and make sure that not only are we not leaning in to what this idiot has to say, but we're actively standing up and supporting each other as women when this is happening. Like, I want to share some advice to the girl who's hearing, you'll never make it right now. I want to speak to the woman quitting her job to start her new dream biz. You can do this. You are an educated, passionate person. You have made this decision, and I know you haven't made it lightly. I know it has been one of the more difficult life decisions that you have faced. And I know that you have come to that realization on your own. You are looking at your life, at your dreams, at the long term, and you have made that decision. And girlfriend, you are powerful. You know your body, you know your soul, you know your mind. You can make that own decision without any exterior what? Exterior people telling you otherwise. If you want someone's opinion, of course, ask for it. You can, of course. I'm not saying you're an island, because you're not. What I am saying is that people who are offering you unsolicited advice, fuck them. They're not your metric for success. They're not the people that you care about the most, probably, right? And they clearly don't have your best interest in heart if they're saying you're never going to make it out of thin air without you coming to them asking for their advice. Okay. For those creatives out there who are scared to raise their prices, for people who are chasing something that's non-traditional, please, for the love of God, do not let anyone's unsolicited advice or some mansplain telling you that you can't do this. You can do this. And I think societally, we women have been in this box of inferiority and in this box of men telling us, like this trickle down of like men telling us what to do. We see it in movies, we see it in the C-suites, we see it in most corporate jobs, we see it fucking everywhere, and it's fucking terrible. But try not to lean into that, okay? Lean into your own power, sister, because you got it, and you got it in spades, and you don't need it. I think there's some thing out there that in the universe that if we could just grasp on, that you don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need you to believe in you. You just need to believe in your power and in your own competence. I sure as hell do. I think that like these moments don't just go away. I'm evidence of that 10 years later, and I still have feelings over this. But these moments don't just go away. I believe that they can become fuel. You can 100% bet that every time I had a doubt as to whether I could make this business thrive, I thought of that fucking asshole. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to prove him wrong. I'm going to prove to him and to everyone out there who thinks I can't do it that I can do this, that I am gonna make it. And that fuel, that ambition, that drive that I had, it just quadrupled. Like you can hear the anger in my voice, right? Like you can hear it. And he did that, right? Like that moment of me turning away and being like, fuck off, motherfucker. That was the fuel that propelled me. Not the only fuel, right? I mean, come on, like, let's be honest. That was like a minuscule part because I already put my mind to it. I already did all the things. I didn't need him. But I think it doesn't serve us to sit in a negative space when people do this, because we can be using it for so much more constructive things. We can be using it as our revenge era, right? Like our revenge arc. And I think that's pretty healthy to a certain extent, right? Moments like this shaped my vision and my brand, honestly. I mean, like, I am the person who is female empowerment. I am a girl's girl. I always will be a girl's girl. And it's the way that I turn what he did 180 degrees, and I empower my coaching clients, my photographers, my friends, everyone in my life gets nothing but empowerment from me. When they are in a place of doubt, I am always there to be like, hey, not only do I believe in you, but I got you. If there is ever anything that I can do to push you forward or anything you want to talk through, if you have doubts, holler at your girl, okay? Because I am the ultimate hype girl. I'm the one who will always have your back, right? And I think it's moments like this that only a fault to my own. Back then, I didn't tell anybody this happened. And so I sat in this alone. And that's of my own fault. I have plenty of super supportive friends. I have supportive family. I felt ashamed. I felt ashamed to come to anyone about this. And so I didn't. And something that I would tell my younger self in that office right now is, girlfriend, you don't even know this right now, but you're going to be sitting in a multiple six-figure business. You're not going to be this middle manager, taking orders from this asshole. You're going to be the CEO, powerhouse of your own business, and you're going to be making a difference every day. Climb tribe. Have you ever been told you'll never make it? I would love if we could all shoot me a DM, spill the tea. I'd love to feature some listener stories in upcoming episodes if any of you have any. Be sure to check out season 1 episode with Kate Davis. She and I talk about her experience about this, and it is riveting. She is amazing. She kicked ass, and I'm here for you. Every single person who is trying something new and chasing their dream, fuck yes, you go. Climb Tribe, you're killing it. I hope you have an amazing day, and just remember that you don't need anybody telling you that you can't do this. You can do this. You are doing this. Goodbye.